Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever it is, whenever it is you watch this video. Well, today is a very exciting day for me because I get to share some updates to my typeset album. I have 10 coins here to add to my Dansco 7070 album today. Only one of them is an upgrade. The rest are hole fillers. And I will talk about each one of these as we put them in and where I got them, so you have an idea of where you might be able to find some of these coins as well. So let's get into it. All right, first things first, the 1804 half cent. Check that out. Now, not super great condition. It's got some wear issues around the rim, as to be expected. And on the bust here, you still see the Liberty. You can still read the date. There's a pretty good nick right here, but still very excited to add that one in to the collection. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it right here into the draped bust half cent. Now, if you watched my most recent unboxing from Cent Hoarder, you will have seen this one. This 1798 large cent. Very slick, but you can still read it. Probably an AG3, but excited to add it to the collection. Right there is where that one goes. Next up, we have an 1813. So this one falls into that classic head. You can still see the Liberty, missing a few stars around the outside here, around the edges. You can still read the 1 cent on the back. You can still see United States, not quite America, but a great coin to add to this typeset collection. 1813, classic head, large cent. And this 1838 1 cent, much nicer cornet coin, goes right here. We'll go ahead and slide that plastic back in. And there we go. That is a pretty darn awesome looking first page. Missing a couple half cents that I'll look to add here in the near future, but very excited to have added these to my collection over the last few weeks. On to page 2. Here we have a 1913D. There's the D mint mark. This is the Variety 1 Buffalo nickel, sometimes referred to as the raised ground variety, because right here is really the difference between a Variety 1 and a Variety 2 Buffalo nickel, is this little bit of raise right here. So we'll go ahead and drop this in here. Pull the plastic out, drop in that Buffalo. That's one I actually picked up at my local coin store. I love supporting my local coin store here in my town. Great people, awesome stuff to share. Next, let's go ahead and bring out Next, let's go ahead and bring out 1883 V-nickel, but this is the no cent variety. So after this variety, this variety was only a single year in 1883, the mint started to add the word cent or cents on the bottom because some enterprising individuals would gold plate these and pass them off as $5 gold pieces. Well, it's not a $5 gold piece, but it is another 1 year typeset coin to add to my album. And there it goes. Now we're done with that section. Put the plastic back in. Next up, there we go, 1853 seated Liberty dime with arrows. So for 3 years, 1853, 54, and 55, the dimes had these arrows by the dates. There's a lot of variety in those dimes. They moved around a lot, changed and tweaked some different things. This one is a very cool addition to the coin collection into the typeset. A little bit slicked out, like you can't really see the shield here at the base of Lady Liberty, but still very, very stinking cool for as old as this coin is. We'll go ahead and drop her in right there. And on to the $50 page. And I got a good one. If you saw my unboxing from the Paisley and Daddy show, Sheldon sent this 1829 capped bust $50 my direction. I love this coin. It is in great shape. Still has some really cool details. I love how it's gotten kind of dirty or patinaed, or just the wear pattern on this, where the letters really seem to pop. You can still read all of Liberty. Nearly 100% of all the stars are there. This is a great, great coin to add to my collection. So very excited to put that down here into the capped bust section of the $50. And that is the only one on that page that I have. And then I have a couple more here. Now, I am going to upgrade. I just grabbed one of my walkers to add to my collection, add to the typeset. This is a 1941D. Nice $50, but nowhere near as nice as this 1943. This 1943 is in much, much nicer condition. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this one into that typeset just to make it look a little bit nicer. And lastly, the update to the typeset today is this 1952 George Washington Carver $50. Also got this one from Sheldon from the Paisley and Daddy show. This coin is very cool for me. I specifically wanted to add this coin to my typeset because of where I live and where I went to university at. There's a building on campus named after George Washington Carver. He studied at the same university I studied at, or rather, I studied at the same university he did because he went there first. But very, very excited to add this one to the collection as well. So we'll go ahead and drop that one down right here. And there we go. That is all the new coins. Let's go ahead and do a quick wrap up. So we've added in this awesome half cent, that 1804 half cent draped bust coin. The really, really cool 1798 that I picked up from the cent hoarder auction. This classic head from 1813. The cornet without braided hair from 1838. Added that one to the collection as well. Great first page. Some great looking coins. Added in our Liberty Head No Sense 1883 nickel. Added in that 1913 Variety 1. So we got to add in 2 1-year varieties this time around. Very, very cool. Also added in the Seated Liberty or Liberty Seated, the 1853 with arrows. Added that to the collection there. Added in this really amazing looking capped bust $50 from 1829. A beautiful, beautiful coin. And lastly, we upgraded that Walker and put in that GW Carver commemorative $50. So we still have a few more to go. Still have some awesome things planned. But I appreciate you watching this update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my content. I plan to continue to update this book and update you all as I work through this one. I'm also going to drop an end credit card to Helper Number 2's typeset album so you can see how he's doing on his. Thanks again for your support, and as always, have a great day.